everyone, welcome back. Hope your week is going well so far. Don't worry, it is Friday tomorrow, which means the weekend soon, and that is great. Today I'm going to be talking through some of my disappointed beauty products, and every time a product disappoints me or just doesn't live up to my expectations, I throw it in this little box here, and then I like to do these videos every now and again just to talk through them with you guys and tell you why I didn't really get on with them. Obviously we will all have different opinions. I'd love to hear what you guys think of these products as well, but it's just kind of heads up, if they were on your wish list you can hear what I think of them first. So let's start. I'm going to go through all these products now, and the first one is probably my most recent purchase, and you would have seen this if you watched my New York haul. It's the Maybelline 24-Hour Colour Tattoo Leather Cream eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Chocolate Suede. So I really like the original eyeshadows of these, so I wanted to try the leather one, which I'm guessing is just like a different effect, and I think they do these in the UK as well. I did like the shade of this. It's probably a little bit too cool toned for me, but it was alright. I think what I didn't like about this is it just didn't apply very evenly. I feel like it kind of dragged the skin and it was a bit patchy. I couldn't use a brush to blend it, I had to use my finger, and it just wasn't, I couldn't get like a smooth finish. With all these products, it's quite hard to explain why I don't like them, but you know when you just try a product and it just isn't right for you, that's normally why they end up in here. But that was the case with this one. I just didn't find it that easy to apply, it didn't look great when it was on, and I just wasn't really a massive fan, so I definitely would stick to the On and On Bronze, which is from the original line of these. Also, another product from Maybelline, this is their Lasting Drama Black Shock Gel Eyeliner, and this is like the drugstore version of the Benefit, their Real eyeliner, I think that's what it's called, which you guys probably know I wasn't a fan of. I did a blog post about why I didn't like it, and this is kind of a very similar product, so I knew I wouldn't probably like it, but I wanted to try it to see if it was any better or any different. It's very similar, so if you do like that Benefit eyeliner, definitely worth trying this one. But I'm just not a fan of this kind of gel eyeliner application. I find that the product was really stiff and hard to kind of apply, and then it would flake off, and these sort of products just don't work for me. I think if I'm going to use a gel eyeliner, which gel eyeliners are really great to use, the Bobbi Brown one in the pot that you apply with a brush is perfect, but I just don't think these type work very well, and yeah, I just found them really difficult to apply. Next up is a product that I bought for my Quick Beauty for Busy Women video. I wanted to put a nail polish remover in the little kind of beauty to go bag, and I picked up these from Boots. They're just the nail strengthening nail polish remover pads, because I find that the Bourjois one and the Leighton Denny one, they're kind of quite big pots and they're not that great for having in your handbag or for travelling because they're quite large. So I wanted to get some of these little pads that take off your nail polish, and these are like the perfect size for travelling. But I just find that they don't take your nail polish off like well enough. I had to use like quite a few pads and really scrub at my nails to get the polish off, and even then I was like covered in nail polish remover. My hands were so kind of wet and gross at the end. It just took so long. I wear a lot of dark nail polishes, especially in autumn winter, and it was just impossible to take them off with these. So although the packaging is really handy for travelling, the product itself just isn't good enough. Okay, moving on to the next product, and probably the one that I was the most disappointed with and actually kind of angry with, which is weird because it's just a lipstick. But these are from Rimmel, and it's their Provoca lips, and I've seen a couple of bloggers and YouTubers talk about these and rave about their amazing lasting power, so I really wanted to try them because I find with like a dark lip or a red lip, you really want that amazing lasting power. So how these work is they're double-ended. They have the product on one end and then like a top coat on the other. I got these two shades. The red one is called Play With Fire, and the berry one is called Kiss Fatale. I wasn't crazy mad about the shades. I found that the red one wasn't really bright red enough. It was a bit too rusty and it made my lips look a bit like, it looks red in here, but when I applied it, it went quite dark red and it made me look a lot older than I actually am. And then I find the plummy one is okay, but it's not quite berry enough for me. But shades aside, I thought when I applied these, I thought, wow, this is going to be amazing. I applied this end first and then the top coat, and it really sets in place. I wore it for the whole day and the whole evening, and it didn't budge. I was literally scrubbing at my lips with my hand and it didn't budge. So I was really impressed. But then it came to the evening and time to remove my makeup, and I physically couldn't get these off my lips. I tried everything. I tried Bioderma, of course. I tried an oil makeup remover, all my oil-based makeup removers, which normally work. I tried an eye makeup remover. I tried scrubbing at my lips with exfoliating pads. Nothing. Literally, it didn't budge at all. I had to go to bed with red lips, and I was really annoyed. And in the morning, I had to scrub at my lips with the Fresh Sugar Lip Scrub, and eventually after like exfoliating my lips it came off, and I just think that's kind of ridiculous. Like, I'm all for long-lasting lip products, but not if I can't take it off in the evening. I'm so tired when I take my makeup off, I just want it to come off easily. So this was kind of great and terrible at the same time. If you do want long-lasting lip colour and you don't mind sacrificing having to sleep in your lipstick, then these are perfect, but that was a stressful evening and I definitely won't be using these again. Next up is a product by Soap & Glory. I absolutely love Soap & Glory makeup, but this is their Sexy Mother Blusher, and it's a little cream blush. A lot of brands are doing these at the moment. The main reason why I'm disappointed with this is when I opened mine, there was no blusher inside because it was stuck in the lid. So that wasn't the best first impression, and I had to kind of get it out the lid, I can't remember how I did it, to put it back on to try it. But this is just far too creamy. It's like smushed up melted lipstick, which is why I think the lid has come off, like the actual product has come off in the lid. And Soap & Glory isn't cheap, so I just think that alone is worth being in a disappointed products video. I have a couple of mascaras in here, and I always have mascaras in my disappointed products videos because I think mascara is a very personal thing, and I know personally as soon as I apply mascara I know if it's for me or not. But it's kind of hard to describe why I wouldn't like a certain mascara. It's normally, it makes my lashes a bit too separated, or it just doesn't give the oomph that I want. I like length and volume kind of instantly. I don't like having to work at it for ages. So the two that I wasn't impressed with is the Urban Decay Perversion, which I think a lot of people really loved, but it didn't work for me, and this Burberry mascara as well. Beautiful packaging, but just didn't float my boat. I also have the RMK Clear Brow Gel, which I've spoken about before. I was using this for quite a long time because I'd run out of my Blink Clear Brow Gel, but this makes my eyebrows so crispy that they actually hurt. When you touch them, it hurts. I'm now using the Anastasia one and it's really good. It's like the perfect clear brow gel. But this one I really didn't enjoy using. It was quite a struggle. I picked up this Maybelline product, which is the Master Smokey Shadow Pencil. It's like a big chunky brown eyeliner with a smudger on the other end. Mine is covered in like sticky stuff. You know when like Boots or Superdrug cover it in plastic and it's impossible to open. I just wasn't really that impressed with this. I felt like it was a bit kind of cheap feeling. The liner wasn't great quality. It was really hard to smudge out, so I'm not really sure the point of the smudger because I found that it didn't really work. And it just didn't blow me away. I have so many nice eyeliners and there's so many others that are great. This one I just thought was a bit kind of gimmicky and didn't really work. Topshop recently brought out a new range of products. I think it's called the Face or something. I can't remember what it's called. But they look amazing, the products, and I tried a few out. And although I really like the packaging, I wasn't that impressed with the products. I only have 2 out of the 3 here because I'm not sure what I did with the foundation. I think I threw it away because, well, I'll tell you in a minute. The first product is the concealer palette. It looks like this, and inside it has 4 concealers. Yeah, was that one a powder? Oh yeah, 1 powder and 3 concealers, like a yellow one, a salmony one, and a neutral one. The idea is great, but I found that these were just too creamy. They didn't really work under the eye. They kind of gathered in places where they shouldn't gather, and they were too creamy to use on blemishes. It was just kind of one of those looks great but didn't really do the job properly products. They also have this concealer that comes in this funky little packaging with a pump, and although this looks great, I don't know where you would use it because it's far too creamy and liquidy for under the eye. It just kind of slides off your face, and obviously you wouldn't use something like that on blemishes. So it's kind of more like a foundation. It's kind of weird. I'm not really sure about that one. And then the foundation came in a little bottle, and I wasn't that impressed with that either. I found that it didn't really give great coverage. It didn't look natural on the skin. And then after not using it for a couple of days, I went to get it out of my drawer and it completely like separated and it had gone really gross. And I don't know, I guess a lot of other foundations are probably like that as well, but they don't have clear packaging so you can't see it, and that really put me off. And I just didn't love the finish of it. I wasn't blown away. So those are all the products that I've been disappointed with in the last kind of few months. Let me know if you agree with any of those or disagree. Maybe you love some of these products. I definitely would like to know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on Sunday in my next video. Bye!